The first pictures now coming in from Puerto Rico after taking a direct hit. Hurricane Maria slamming into the island, and as you heard, one official saying the island is destroyed.
Tonight, Maria's direct hit devastating Puerto Rico. The first Category 4 storm to strike Puerto Rico in 85 years.
What went down when this thing made landfall in the southeast corner of this island? Obviously the eye getting closer and closer to us, that eye wall now scraping the northern beaches here.
3 years after Hurricane Maria's devastating hit on the island of Puerto Rico and on the cusp of a pivotal presidential election, artists Gernan and Yera are using art as a means to pay homage to the victims and motivate Puerto Ricanos in the mainland and Latinos in general to vote come election day.
The mural here that you see going on live, Libertad Boricua, is a mural that's dedicated to the 4,000 plus Puerto Ricanos that passed 3 years ago as a result of Hurricane Maria on the island.
There's so many players in this project. So many people that made this happen, and at the same time there were so many ideas thrown around of what the mural should be about. So I basically took all of everyone's perspective, everyone's opinion about what kind of message we're trying to put out, and I picked the little elements here and there, like the waves representing climate change and how our Caribbean islands are getting just basically beat every single year when it comes to hurricane season and all the tropical storms that are happening due to climate change. I wanted it to incorporate the old with the new. That's why I chose kind of like the old school stamps to make it look like a little portal for the old, representing the Taína and our culture and our roots, to the new, where the tu voto es mi voto, kind of incentivizing the community and everyone that comes in contact with this mural to be encouraged to vote in this election year, which is so important.
The Biden campaign really wanted to commemorate the anniversary, the 3rd year anniversary of Hurricane Maria, and we were looking for inspiring ways to do that. So I got with some super volunteers with Boricuas con Biden, and we talked about creating a mural where we could express our sorrow over the over 4,000 lives that have been lost. And so for the Biden campaign, it was really about giving us that opportunity to express that mourning. But also, as a Puerto Rican woman, I think the significance for me, having grown up in South Florida, was an opportunity to bring everyone together, not just Puerto Ricans here in Florida, but other Hispanic groups, to take a look at what happened to our island and send a message back to Puerto Rico that we are in unity with them in our grieving.
What started off to be a commemorative mural about the loss of the victims has now been something that has been a symbolic battle cry to leverage and motivate all Puerto Ricanos and all Latinos, not only here in Miami, but across the country, to activate the power to vote, to activate their voice by voting. And so the fact that it's going to reach hundreds of thousands of people that we would have never met, it's an honor and it's a tribute to the power of art.
The votes that we take here will not only impact the state of Florida and the United States, but they will impact the island. And so really understanding the significance and the power that we have is critical. The Biden campaign has now a digital national campaign called Tu voto es mi voto, where we dedicate our votes to those individuals on the island that don't have the right to vote. Because if you are a Puerto Rican living on the island, you do not have the opportunity to vote for president. So we have to commit our votes, not just for ourselves and for our state and for our United States, but also for our island.
To add to the theme of resiliency that permeates throughout the mural itself was painted using smog armor paint, an innovative paint that serves as an air purifying instrument wherever it is used and helps reduce the carbon footprint.
Very, very excited that they came into the market because I think it's something that we were lacking, and they are definitely filling the shoes. Street art started all with graffiti, and what you have with graffiti is spray paint, and spray paint brings pollution, unfortunately, and so that is kind of like a new innovation that a lot of artists, street artists, need to get used to. But at the end of the day, it is what's good for us as artists. It is what's good for the people that are in that community. We are basically reducing our carbon footprint and just making this wall a breathing wall. What does that mean? That means is every gallon that we use of paint, it equals to planting an adult tree. So that was extremely important for me to align my work with this kind of product, because it is that kind of synergy that I need for myself in order to feel honest and true about what I create. So that was special. Smog Armor, thank you, because we needed you. We needed you a long time ago, and I'm glad that they were able to create this product that is just amazing.
Well, this is full circle for us, because for many people who don't know, Wynwood was Little San Juan. And although we're amongst majestic murals done by incredible artists, the fact that we are reclaiming this area on behalf of Puerto Ricanos, on behalf of Taino Indians, on behalf of the Borincanians is extremely special. And as a New Yorker, I'm able to say, hey, I'm giving just a little bit back to the culture, to the love of my people.